Hi, Jason here with Vapes. Today's episode, I'm going to be going over how to change the coil on the V12 Prince tank. It's pretty easy, but for noobs like me, there are a couple tricks that you need to know. So that's what we'll be going over. Alright, so first off, probably the hardest part is getting the top part separated from the bottom. I had to use pliers once. I broke my mag kit trying to get this done. But so this just screws into the bottom here. The glass just pops right off. It is held in by that little seal there. You're going to want to have some kind of rag available. So then what you got to do is hold this tight. If it's an old one, you might as well go ahead and grab like some vice grips or something to get it off, but that one came off pretty good. These coils, I don't know if you can see that. They get dirty pretty quick, and they start tasting like shit. This one was a X6. We're going to be putting on a T10, which lasts a little bit longer, in my opinion. But yeah, with the X6, it says on there that you can run it at best between 80 and 100. And if you run it even at 80, it doesn't last more than a couple days. So, not a good idea. Alright, so you get the new one out. You can go ahead while you have it out. You can prime it. Here, let me get some juice real quick. Be right back. Alright. So this one has, what's it, 5 coils there? You got to prime each one of those. By prime, I mean just saturate them with the juice. I'm using Air Factory Berry Rush, 0 milligrams, and I mix that with my CBD oil. So you just give a little squeeze on each one of them. You're wanting to get the juice saturated through the cotton on each of the coils. That way when you go to hit it, it doesn't burn out any of the coils right away. Next, we can screw this in here to the base. Alright. Then we will put the glass back on. You know, the cleaner these are, the better. Get a rag. Go ahead and clean out the glass real quick. It actually smells good. Alright, once you got that, bring the glass on, go ahead and pop the top on there. And you don't want to misthread this, which is easy to do. But once it starts, you can feel it. It'll just go. And then, I know you're not going to be able to see it, but if it's misthread, the top of the coil where it screws in there, it'll actually be look cockeyed, and you can tell that there's more space. But if you go around, you can see that we have equal space on the top. It looks like it's good. So then we will go ahead and fill the tank. Don't overfill it, but go at least 3/4 of the way. There we go. And then you're done. What you can do after that is just dry hit it, not trigger it at all. Just you don't even have to put it on your thing. You can just sit here and go till you get the flavor in there. That just letting you know. That's letting you know that your coils are saturated, and when you do hook it up to your mod, it's not going to burn out any of your coils. This one says 80 to 110 best, so we'll go ahead and pop it on here. We'll start it off at 80. I found with any of these Smok coils for the V12 Prince, you're going to want to stay on the lower end of the wattage. So we'll go to 80. Whoa, overshot it there. And we'll give it a go. And it hits wonderful. Yeah, these so far have been my favorites. The T10s that go with these V12 tanks. I was using the X6s just because that's what I was able to get, but I found some of the T10. Well, the first one I used came with the Reza tank, and then I found some at a local shop, Cronag's Vapors in. Is that in Massillon or Jackson? Jackson, Ohio. Jackson Township, Ohio. He's got the T10s. He doesn't have the T10 Reds, but he does have the T10s. But yeah, that's all there is to it. I'll say it once again for this guy. When you're putting it back together, do not go tight on anything. Just go snug. Snug is good enough for these guys. It makes the seal. You won't have any leaking juice or anything. Because if you go too tight, it is really hard to get apart without like using some. I've got a pair of vice grips or channel locks or something like that, and then you got to be careful because you don't want to mess up the metal on there. So like put something around it, wrap around it if you don't have specialty tools for it. I use just a sock around the base and then to get it off. But that's it for this episode. You got any questions or anything, hit me up in the comments. Please hit the subscribe button, and I will see you soon. Have a good day.